Hi, this is Heather O'Neill, and here's an example of a math course that I created in Schoology. So I want to show you a couple of things about what's available in Schoology. First of all, you can see you can organize everything into folders. So most of these folders just have general information needed for the course, such as getting started, general information, a community discussion where you can post any questions you have about the course, additional resources, so I put additional math websites in there, using Schoology, so for students or parents to use Schoology, references, and then weekly assignments. And I'm going to go into the weekly assignments folder and show you a couple of things that you can do with the assignments. So if I go into here, you can see I now have 6 weeks of different topics and then finally an assessment at the end. So then within each week, you can place the activities that you want the students to complete. So here you can see I have an introductory activity, a background knowledge activity, and a goal setting activity, which actually takes them to a link on Google Forms. So take a look at the introductory activity. So you have the students, I had the introductory activity explained here, and then they can click on this link to view an example, and then you can actually put a rubric right on here through Schoology. So when you score it, you can give them a score based on this rubric right on the computer. Then if I go back into my assignments, the background knowledge activity is an assessment. So you can have multiple different types of questions. So here I have a fill in the blank, another fill in the blank, and then some more fill in the blank questions here. You can preview this to see what it would look like as the students took this. So if you start a new attempt, so this is what it would look like as the students were taking this. So they would solve this for N, and then they would fill in their answer here. And as they fill in an answer here, it would show up here as well. And let's go back into my weekly assignments. So you can look at week 2. And in week 2, I set it up so that they must view this item. So before they can go on to the next thing, they must view this. And then they can go to the discussion board and they must post a comment or reply before they can go on. So when you go into a discussion board, students can post, and then once they post, they'll be able to reply to a classmate's post. Again, with a rubric on here as well. And then again, here's an assignment. So if I preview it, you can see I have some multiple choice where they have to check all that are correct. Again, check all that are correct. Matching here. And then a short answer. And as students take this, it will give them the results immediately, other than this question. This question I'll have to score, but they will get the results for the other one immediately. You can even set it so that they can have 2 chances, so that if they miss some, they could try again and hopefully get it right the second time. Or you can set it up so there's only 1 chance. So let's go back into the assignments. In my week 5 folder, so here you can see again I put a video that they can watch. I have a graphic organizer linked so that they can actually open this and type right into the graphic organizer, another discussion board, and then an individual assignment. So we'll click on that. So here I provided the task for them. You can see again I have a rubric that they can complete, and here they're creating a voice thread. So when they complete this task, they will actually submit the URL, and that will show that they have completed this. So they'll submit the URL, it will show me that they've submitted it, and then I can use the rubric to provide them with a score. And in week 6, I put in a group activity. So in the group activity, again, students are working on the computer the whole time. They're creating an EduCreations presentation for this one. So they're in groups of 4, and each person's responsible for something different, and then each person will put a page of the EduCreations presentation. And again, they would submit this link. And then again, at the very end is again just another assessment. And so you can preview the assessment. And again, there are some fill in the blank questions, multiple choice questions, matching questions, short answer questions. So you can have several different types of questions when you're creating these assessments. And again, for all of the multiple choice, short answer, or multiple choice, matching, it will give the students a score immediately. The short answer ones you do have to score, but as soon as you score them, it will send the students the results. So this is just a quick overview of one unit that I created in Schoology, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview of like how you can organize it using the folders, putting the assignments in here. If you could even have different folders for different units, so then you could have another unit and start a whole another folder. So there are multiple things you can do within Schoology, and were just some examples of some things you could do with Schoology. Thanks for listening.